Let us enter into worship with the words of Hannah Roberts Villeneuve. People sometimes ask, is pride a protest or a party? And the answer is, of course, yes. And why not? Why not rejoice as we resist? Dance as we demand change. Celebrate as we create community that delights in all of who we are. So, bring all of that with you this morning. Bring your policy demands. Bring your glitter. Bring your Supreme Court broken heart. Bring your rainbow socks. Bring the emptiness you feel for our siblings gone too soon. Bring your Gloria Estefan remix. Bring your tender hope for change. Bring your most garish eyeshadow. Bring your spirit, tattered and battered by a world that seems insistent on choosing fear and hate. Gather up all these things and bring them here to a place where we don't have to hold these burdens on our shoulders or celebrate these joys alone. Come, let us worship together. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit to join our voices in our opening hymn, number 145 in the gray hymnal, As Tranquil Streams.
With words by Linda Lee Franson. We light this flame to ignite our hearts and minds, the spark of knowledge that enlightens, the shimmering hope that burns, the blazing love that engulfs our actions, the bonfire of our commitment. We light this flame for those who celebrate themselves, who fear, who hope, who persevere, who stand on the side of love for all. We light this flame for those who have been ridiculed that they may find peace, for those who have fought to marry that they may celebrate, for those who live in uncertainty in the world, that they may have hope. We light this flame to renew our commitment that no one shall ever again suffer for the right to love. We light this flame to celebrate our kaleidoscope of diversity, working, loving, and living on the side of love. For this, we light this flame.
All right, you're back. You're doing it. Yeah, every week here. Is there anyone else who would like to come forward for our story for all ages this morning? Yeah? Wonderful. All right, we got a good one. This is an oldie but a goodie, but it's one of my favorites. So gather around. And this is written and illustrated by Scott Stewart. Oh, my shadow is purple. My dad has a shadow that's blue as a berry, and my mom's is as pink as a blossoming cherry. There's only those choices, a 2 or a 1, but mine is quite different. It's both, and it's none. If theirs are straight, then mine is a circle, for my shadow is different. My shadow is purple. My shadow loves playing with all sorts of toys, things loved by girls and things loved by boys. I dance with the pinks as they turn and they spin, and play sports with the blues as they lose and they win. Some of my friends think I'm simply confused, but the thing I love most is not having to choose. Some tell me I'm blue. Only blue can be strong. But my mom's strong too, so I think they're wrong. Some tell me I'm pink, 'cause pink's the most caring. But dad's always crying and loving and sharing. Why can't I love sport and dancing and trains and ponies and glitter and engines and planes? Why must I choose and exclude all the rest? I love choosing both because both is the best. And now it is time for the greatest event. The school dance is here. The invite's been sent. I'm ready to rock and I'm feeling cute. My mom made my skirt and my dad made my suit. I bounce to the door and I gasp as I enter. The room's split in two, right down the center. Blue shadows go left and pink shadows right. Once we're split up, we'll kickstart this night. Everyone laughs as they head to their zones, and I'm right in the middle. I'm left all alone. I look to the left where the shadows are blue. They wave me over saying, "You are blue too." Then I look look to the right, and I struggle to think. They call me over. Come on, you're a pink. The teacher walks up, looking rather amused. I know you are different, but now you must choose. My hearts just start racing, and tears fill my eyes. I know I must choose, but I don't understand why. The room has gone quiet, and everyone's looking. My cheeks are so red, they feel like they're cooking. If I cannot be purple, then I cannot stay. I'll leave and go home, I quietly say. I slowly start walking. My legs are like jello. A voice breaks the silence. My shadow is yellow. My eyes open wide, my shadow, it gawks. A child walks to the middle, looks up, and talks. There's more than two colors our shadows can be. I was too scared before, but blue is not me. I know from the outside, blue fits like a glove, but my shadow's yellow, which feels to me like love. They turn with a smile and take hold of my hand. Who wants to join us? There's room to stand. At first, no one moved. Then my hands in the air. My shadow's as brown as a big grizzly bear. My shadow is red. Mine's silver. Mine's green. Mine's violet. Mine's orange. Mine's aquamarine. They all rush to join us, whatever their color. Blue, pink, and purple, and shadows called other. I look at each shadow. No two are the same. On each happy face, there's no trace of shame. Each different and special and fully unique. No color stronger, and no color is weak. Oops. The teacher comes over as we're joined as one. Whatever your color, start dancing. Have fun. Thanks for listening. Today, we welcome our new music director, Gabby. Gabby is It is a delight to begin our journey with you. Gabby brings expertise, talent, and passion, not to mention energy and joy. She is eager to offer us a wide array of genres to bring life and awe to our worship services. I am excited for Gabby to bless us with her talents as a violinist, alto vocalist, and pianist. I know we are eager to revitalize our beloved choir, and Gabby has expressed true enthusiasm for this opportunity. Having attended chanting as a child, she is eager to reconnect with Unitarian Universalism, both for her own spiritual development and for that of her daughter. I am excited for what the future holds. May we welcome Gabby with open arms. We have a special coffee hour after worship this morning to welcome Gabby and to get to know a little bit more about her. So welcome. Please remain seated for our prayer hymn, Number 297 in the gray hymnal, The Star of Truth. In the silence that follows the spoken prayer, you are invited to come forward and light a candle for any joys or concerns you hold in your heart this morning. Spirit of love and life, source of all that is. In our hearts we hold joys, in our souls we hold sorrows. We bring to these walls that which burdens us, as well as that which carries us through our blessed, painful, wondrous lives. And we bring with us into this sacred space a wealth of identities, unique, blessed, beloved, and just right, each of us. When in a place of judgment, shame, insecurity, or sorrow, great mystery remind us that we are whole, that we are held in love, and the holy deems us beautiful. And may we know the spark of love and light we carry within, bringing our full selves and our shining light to the world. Celebrating, embracing just who we are and all our inner beauty. May we welcome into our lives all that is sacred, joy and delight, a delight that fills us, sustains us, and enlivens us. May all that is holy urge us to let all we carry within radiate and shine. Spirit of love, though we may have been told we are ugly, unnatural, or bad, be a reminder that we are good, whole, and loved. May you whisper in our ears, you are perfect, beloved, and may we bring this beauty to the world. May we know we were birthed of you, great goddess, and that no one is a mistake. So may we celebrate, may we delight, may we rejoice, for we are a beautiful blessing. May it be so, and amen. I light a candle for the joys and concerns of those beloveds joining us virtually. And I light a candle for all else that we hold in our hearts and our minds this morning. If your heart is hurting, know that your community is here to help, as am I. Please reach out with any needs.
As we prepare for our offering this morning, I invite us to explore it through the lens of pride. Like our LGBTQIA+ siblings, may we as a congregation take this moment to celebrate who we are. We as Channing Memorial Church have been called a gem, the little church that could, and a sweet congregation. Let us lean into the best of it all. May our gifts of time, talent, and treasure to support the expression of our identity out into the world, including our mission to invite seekers into spiritual community, connect souls in mystery and wonder, and ignite compassion into action. As we create a sanctuary of welcome to all, may we also embrace all that we are. For those of you watching the service online, you may contribute to a virtual offering plate using the donate button on our website or by mailing a check to the new church office. That address will be posted in the chat. I now invite the ushers forward to receive the offering. For all that you give and all that you do for our church community and its wider concerns, we give thanks. Everybody's In by Lori Walk. Gracious God, is it the glitter? Some people think it's the glitter that makes the Pride Parade like heaven. Pearly gates and streets of gold, surely heaven has as much glitter as a Pride Parade. There's definitely enough glitter there to make a person believe that the Pride Parade is like heaven. Some people, of course, do not think the Pride Parade is like heaven. After all, who would let these people in? Surely there's some kind of form to fill out. One must be given clearance and at least abide by the dress code. Speaking of, what is the dress code for heaven? What documentation is required? Of course, this is the strongest argument that the kingdom of heaven is like the Pride Parade. All are welcome. We don't get to decide who is in and who is out. Everybody's in. Everybody. Or maybe it's that the kingdom of heaven is like the Pride Parade because it is a protest against bigotry, against hate, against fear, a protest against being someone you aren't, against the idea that only some of us are worthy, a protest against anything that does not lift up love. That's quite the parable, isn't it? The kingdom of heaven is like the Pride Parade, where all are welcome and love wins. We'll know it by the glitter and the love. Thanks be to God. Amen. We lift up the voice of a character in James Baldwin's book, Giovanni's Room. Love him and let him love you. Do you think anything else under heaven really matters? I invite you to rise in body or spirit to join our voices in hymn 18, What Wondrous Love.
Pride, where resistance is paired with dancing, where oppression is coupled with glitter, where stigma is met with joy and laughter and dancing and rainbows. Pride is a celebration of self, of a marginalized self, bringing all of one's oppressed being out into the world in a celebration of love, self-acceptance, and a radical call for justice and change. Through the work, courage, and profound inspiration of the LGBTQIA+ community, we all learn how to let our light shine. Today, that ostracized, sacred, hidden, beautiful, stigmatized, and holy piece of just who you are is brought to light and met with joy. Together we ask, how can we awaken to just who we are? How can we awaken to a celebrated and cherished self? Love is love. This is where it all begins. Love is simply, profoundly love. There need be no shame in love ever. There need be no hiding of love ever. Heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, love is love. Likewise, gender identity is a sacred, blessed truth we each know of ourselves, whether born male or female or intersex, and always let us cherish this. During Pride, dance and song and glitter become spiritual practices as we work for healing. So we ask, how can our dancing, glittery, protesting siblings change the world? Those of us who serve as allies, we are not simply allies of this one group, this one oppressed group. We are allies of a larger, expansive, transcending, universal love. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are, writes poet E. Cummings. It takes courage to grow into one's whole self, to accept one's whole self, to celebrate one's whole self, especially those who are oppressed. And yet, when we foster and care for and embody our identities, we become cherished beings who offer radical love and acceptance to the world. We create beauty. That which may have felt broken is whole and mended with gold. All of us, those who are broken and those who have healed, we are beautiful, whole spirits reminiscent of the sacred. Let your light shine, no matter how dim it may feel. Your whole self, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning, intersex, asexual, you are beautiful. Black, brown, poor, disabled, woman, immigrant, those suffering with mental illness or addiction, you are beautiful. To love ourselves is a revolution as we bring light and beauty to the world. We awaken our inner beings to celebration. To love ourselves is an act of resistance to all of those who seek to oppress. I lift up the lyrics of a hymn I hold dear. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? You are beautiful. You are whole. All the love you offer to whomever you choose to offer, that is a miracle. I want to lift up the words of James Baldwin, a man of several marginalized identities, Black and gay. In Baldwin's book, Giovanni's Room, a character states, "Love him and let him love you." Do you think anything else under heaven really matters? All that matters in this precious world is that we love and that we be loved in return. What else truly matters? With love, we persevere and overcome and know companionship, joy, and beauty. A love like this unites people of any gender. Doesn't matter how we dress, what music we listen to, how we support ourselves, what we do for fun, or does it simply matter that we love? This may be the love of a sibling, a friend, a pet, and it can be the love of another wandering human soul held tenderly in this precious realm, one of any gender. I lift up a stanza of a poem, a love poem to queers, written by Reverend Anna Bladel and M. Jade Kaiser, and note the wording which has been reclaimed by those of the LGBTQ community. We will touch for a while now on the theology of some of those in this community. Those who embody one of these identities, right, Bladel and Kaiser, know what it is like to long for healing, to ache with exhaustion, to be alone and lonely, to feel pain simply by living and loving. This litany of sorrow breaks my heart. And yet, we are called to remember, each of us, that what is strange, that what is met with disgust or deemed incompatible or illegal or unworthy, this, the poem offers, is the very site of the sacred and source of holiness. Similar to several Christian theologies, God is found with the least of these. And what do I mean by God? I mean an unknowable essence of love, compassion, transcendence, mystery, companionship, wonder, awe. This God of love resides among the vulnerability, pain, hardship, and rejection. We may embody pain and struggle, and yet we are all born of the womb of the goddess, where mistakes are not made and differences are celebrated. Where each being is a blessed offspring of all that is sacred and holy. The poets write, we are made from and for a dream of flourishing. So may we embody the beauty and joy and wonder we were made from and live into that life of flourishing and dancing and delight. The holy is love, love, love. The holy goes where pain is, where struggle is, where resilience is. May we feel a sacred presence in the direst of circumstances, the most poignant experiences of stigma, hate, and oppression. The sacred penetrates those spaces where disgust runs rampant, where unworthiness is the norm. The holy is found in the eyes and hearts and souls of one another, when the police raid, when churches rage, where death and destruction seem to win. In intimate ways, those of us who are marginalized see all that is sacred reflected in another's eyes. When anger and violence seem to win, love, life, and faith persevere. When faced with oppression, delight persists. In fact, in this fight for equality, there is a need for delight, for, as the poets write, disconnecting from delight is deadly. Trusting in delight is a necessary spiritual practice of survival. This is the essence and purpose of pride. Delight maintains a difficult and arduous path of resistance, oppression, and change by rejuvenating soul, mind, and body alike. Delight offers strength, just as it offers joy. May we bring this with us into each of our days. In closing our reflection of the poem, let us end with the affirming final stanza. We queer lovers make a future possible. We need each other, and we have each other. We have and are enough. You are enough. We are enough. May we together craft a future of boundless opportunities. May we awaken to who we truly are and shine in all of our identities. May we see God in another's eyes. There is a litany of oppressed identities who resonate with the sentiments and possibility and necessary companionship. May we lift up the voices of the marginalized, perhaps the most marginalized, and hear their truths expressed in words. I lift up the powerful reflections of a Black transgender woman, Laverne Cox. It is revolutionary for any trans person to choose to be seen and visible in a world that tells us we should not exist. To be seen in a world that deems you as sinful and unnatural, that which takes away your personhood, to allow oneself to be seen in the midst of this bigotry and even hate, this is remarkable, and this is revolutionary. That will make a difference for all of those who follow. You are beautiful. Audrey Lorde, Black and gay, offered, "It is not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Those who hate only see that which holds us apart, marking this with judgment and fear. So may we bring delight to the world that ignites instead a celebration and a radical acceptance of blessed, beloved differences, recognizing one another's full humanity, dancing together as one, as a way to bridge that divide." Our culture often talks about choice when discussing those among us who are LGBTQIA+. Is it a choice to love a man, to love a woman, to love both? This is irrelevant. Yet there are profound choices on this road to joy, peace, and happiness. Alex Capitan, a queer and genderqueer spiritual activist, educator, and organizer, writes, "I have made one choice after another to feel more at ease, more vibrant, more alive." Alex writes about the ability to choose one's name, to choose to be open to the possibility of loving a man or loving a woman, to choose to embrace a new community. Alex writes, "If I hadn't made these choices, I could never have lived into my full, authentic self." What can we choose each day? We can choose to embrace a life of authenticity. We can choose to accept ourselves, to celebrate our identities. We can choose to allow ourselves to be open to possibility, to dance unabashedly, no matter what identity we bring to the dance floor. We choose to let our light shine. I cherish the comparison of United Church of Christ minister Lori Walk. Pride is akin to heaven. Now, what is heaven? I offer it as a metaphorical space where all that is good and sacred and holy is held in the embrace of love and all that is divine. Do we reside there after death? That is irrelevant, but we reside there in spirit when our hearts are whole. In this moment, heaven and pride become our own sort of parable. Let us lift up a reflection held true for both, offered by Lori Walk. Quotes, "All are welcome. We don't get to decide who is in and who is out. Everybody's in, everybody. You, my beloveds who are LGBTQ, you, all of those in this blessed realm, let your light shine." Maybe, just maybe, writes Walk, heaven is like the Pride Parade because it is a protest against bigotry, against hate, against fear. There is no space for this in our realm of love. In fact, we are poised against bigotry, hate, and fear. Bigotry, hate, and fear reside in our realm of hell, where marginalization and oppression and anger and violence run rampant. Instead, we embody pluralism, love, and safety. We embody sacred delights and profound resistance, that which can serve to change the horrors of hell. Heaven and pride, writes Walk, are a protest against being someone you aren't, against the idea that only some of us are worthy. We need never pretend we are straight when we are gay, that we are a man when we are a woman, that we are whole when we are broken, that we need to pass for white when we are a beautiful brown or black body. There is never a need to pretend. All of us, gay, broken, black, we are worthy. This is heaven. This is pride. Walk writes, all are welcome, and love wins. So, we bring to this blessed space all that is ostracized, sacred, hidden, beautiful, stigmatized, holy, all of that which we hold intimately inside our hearts, minds, bodies, and souls. In this space of heaven, of pride, in this space where we are enough, where we are free to make choices towards liberation, where we celebrate that we are enough just as we are. May we know we are safe and loved, that we can be the light and be met with joy and compassion and acceptance. That which seems most broken is that which is most sacred, touched by the holy. In this space, we may be invited to awaken to just who we are. I invite us not to be ashamed, but liberated. Not to hide in the shadows, but to let your unique and beautiful and authentic light shine. May we simply know there is no space for bigotry, hate, violence, or anger. There is room for all else that you hold within. All of it. Anxieties, questions, doubts, self-judgment. All of it. Any identity, any race, ethnicity, ability, socioeconomic status, gender, or sexuality. You are beautiful. You are whole. To my beloved LGBTQ siblings, today is your day to shine, to dance and sing and delight, to sparkle and celebrate and embrace all that is joyful, fun, and liberating. May you embrace a space where the veils of oppression, marginalization, and stigma are lifted as we resist through handfuls of glitter. You make this world heaven. You are beautiful. You are whole. You are loved. May it be so, and amen. Pride is a time of resistance, of protest, of demand for change. Pride is likewise a celebration of love, inclusion, and joy. Today, may you delight. May you know you are each a blessed, worthy, whole, beautiful, and unique individual. May your light shine. May you rejoice in the wonder and awe that resides within your very being. In this spirit, I invite you to come forward and receive a glitter blessing, a blessing of all of who you are with some biodegradable glitter. To those of you on Zoom, I offer you this. Place a hand on your heart. You are a beautiful, blessed, beloved being. May you share your light with the world. In this moment, I invite you forward. Let us sing together. Please rise in body or spirit to join our voices in hymn 1053. How could anyone? Thank you. All right, we begin our ritual of contemplatively leaving this space during the postlude. As Gabby offers us her music, we will all recess and make our way downstairs. May we leave this space hearts full. May we leave this space in the spirit of pride, resisting and dancing, protesting and singing, delighting in the joy of each cherished soul. May we leave this space in celebration, knowing that we are whole, that we are loved, that we are all blessed beings in this beautiful world, and that no one can take that away from us. Go in peace and amen.